Hello, everybody, and welcome to Boldly Going. It is I, Merlin, sometimes known as Joe in the mortal realm. I got the film fanatics here with me. I got Dan over here,
Hey,
Justin over there.
Howdy.
And today we're going to go back to DS9, and then we're going to talk about Dramatis Personae, I believe it is.
Yep.
But the question is, who wants to do the synopsis and tell me about their feelings first? Justin wants it. He wants
right.
it. I know he does.
Do I?
You want it. You want it. You like DS9, right? Do you like...
lately I've been wondering. I don't know.
Oh.
This one kicks off with the DS9 doing DS9 things until they end up intercepting a Klingon, I believe,
Yes.
who gives a dying last words, victory, as a strange substance enters the DS9. Mm-hmm. And over the course of the episode, we see everyone start acting more erratically, and I'm just going to say what it descends into is essentially DS9 Civil War.
Space madness.
Yes.
In this case, it would actually be Civil War would be DS9. Civil War. See, you got 20 plus years on them. So where they stole from this one, Just saying.
But anyways.
but where was Spider-Man?
That cameo would have elevated it, I think. But you're right. Lines are drawn, right?
Lines are drawn. Everyone starts making unethical decisions, and chaos reigns.
It's true.
Not to go Lars von
Von
Trier
Trier,
with you,
yes,
but
Antichrist. Good reference.
anyways, forgive me. What happened with this episode?
Tell me.
This was an episode that really depended on the performances. And oh man, does it not work.
Man.
Cisco super overacts. To the point that it's just camp. It ends up feeling like a really bad TOS episode.
Justin, sometimes you need a camp.
You do sometimes need camp, but in an otherwise serious series like DS9, it just doesn't work. And I mean, I do like the fact that there's a bit more with O'Brien. I actually think the Odo and Bashir team up was actually really interesting.
That's true. That's a different one.
Yeah, and that's really what actually saves a little bit of this episode. But I mean, the performances are really, really bad, and the intensity just doesn't work. Cisco goes way out of left fields, making me wonder if I'm actually watching the same character. Can we please just find another character to focus on? I'm really getting sick and tired of the Kira storylines.
You don't like Kira.
I'm fine with Kira. We've had 9 episodes about Kira.
Well, she's Bajoran. They're guarding Bajor.
Yes, we get it.
Bajorans
are important.
Yeah.
So is everyone else in the DS9.
Not as much as the Bajorans, actually.
Yes.
No, man, Bajoran Cardassian conflict's a pretty big staple of the show.
Sort of the crux of the Deep Space Nine.
I don't know.
At least for now. But
True, for now.
This was not a good episode.
This is not a
I have no problem saying this is the worst DS9 episode we watched thus far for me.
Dan's making weird faces. What do you think?
Well, I want to hear Justin's grade.
I leave this one with a D.
D?
Oh yeah, way higher than that.
Wow, all right. What do you think, man?
Well, first, I would like to comment about something Justin said, because he's not wrong that this is a very campy episode.
It is.
My guess, Justin, because you made the comment that, why are they going camp with such a dramatic show? But, we've had a bunch of these sillier episodes lately. My guess is about halfway through the season, the network gave them notes and said, look, this is too serious
dark
of a show. It's too dark. You have to have a few lighter episodes in here, and that's why we're seeing this. That's my guess. I don't know that. But you're right. The tone of the first, let's say, 7, 8, 9 episodes was very
brooding.
Dark and brooding. Yeah, Twilight level brooding.
Brooding.
And here we've had almost every other episode, the last, few, has been sort of more silly or campy. A couple things I liked about the episode. I do like the Odo Bashir team up. I sort of liked that everybody was going outside of their normal zone. Role, and sort of mixing it up a little bit. I agree that the overacting is obvious. Yes,
all over the place.
It's bad, and Brooks is probably the worst. Although Kira certainly, in some respects, gives him a run for the money. So I thought it was interesting to see them doing roles outside of their normal. I thought the initial crash and the Klingon was a little bit hokey.
What? Klingons crashing into things?
Come on.
Happens.
And then he dies, and what was the word he says?
Victory.
Victory. Come on.
What a hook, man.
Yeah, but then it gets, like, weird.
It gets really
like,
weird.
Like, they could have stuck with that and done a serious one about it, and it wouldn't have been, as hokey, but, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was okay. I leave it with a C.
All right, well, this episode's kind of bad.
It's pretty bad.
No, I think that it's definitely them trying to be over the top, so I won't be too hard about it. I think it's supposed to be campy. I do think it's a bit out of place overall, though. I also think it's just kind of the same sort of thing you've seen on Star Trek many times before this. It's a very standard kind of, reason for what's occurring and people turning against each other. I mean, you could provide some interesting things, and you're right, Dan. People to go out of their comfort zone a little bit.
I thought it was interesting in that regard.
Yeah, but it could have gone further, and I think if it was serious, it probably could have been explored in a more interesting way overall. But for what it is, it's just kind of standard, just kind of silly. It's a C- for me, but I'm interested to know that Justin hated it so much.
I can't say it's the worst we've seen on the DS9. The one with the games for me,
Games was pretty
far outweighs it.
I mean, the
is pretty
games
bad,
one
though.
is bad. I'll give you that. But the games one is consistent, and everyone still, for the most part, remains in character, in context to the games.
It's true.
This episode is just, it demands actual acting chops, and nobody is up to the task.
Ooh.
Wow, that was harsh.
So you're saying that none of the other episodes require acting chops? It seems like a bit of a strong statement.
Okay, they're trying to show there's lines being drawn, there's tension, and I think if they were more up to it, this could have been a really good episode, because it really does require performances. There's no real big, there's not too many big effects to hide under with this episode. There's not a whole lot of big shootouts or anything.
True, and it's not very well written, so you're not too engaged by the story.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
I mean, this is a very performance heavy episode.
That's true. And one of the benefits of DS9 is, you get to have this crew of people together over years. So I guess their acting just generally improves.
I think Brooks is typically a good actor thus far.
He definitely...
This is over the top. I can't deny that, but
It was purposeful, though.
Oh, no.
yeah,
I mean,
it was with a point.
Yeah.
they're B actors. That's not a bad thing. I'm
Someone's going to kill me on this
I'm literally gonna send this to Brooks.
one. He won't care. That man is so high right
Actually,
now.
that is probably
He
true.
just plays jazz all day.
You're right.
is that a bad thing though?
No, he doesn't do anything else.
No.
But no, you're...
I mean, I'm not wrong, but being a B actor is not necessarily a bad thing. But
I mean, if your A actor is George Clooney, yes, Colm Meaney is not quite
Yeah.
at that level, and nor is Brooks.
No.
We can all admit that.
Yeah.
But
American History X... Pretty
Yeah.
well-known, beloved film performance.
in the Trek canon,
yes.
I think Brooks is
Among the better ones.
one of the better actors.
He's
I would say.
No Patrick Stewart, but
No, who is?
That's the thing, though.
That's the number one
That's
cream of the
the top.
crop. Possibly Spiner number 2.
and I mean, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. There are other performance heavy episodes that they're up to the task. Detrell's probably still in my top 5 favorite Trek episodes.
just not this script.
Just definitely not the script. Maybe not the performances.
Yeah, I got you. I got
Not a
you.
lot of love for that.
Not the strongest one, but I can't argue. It's not very good or original. But we're going to wrap up this week with DS9, and we'll go back and talk about Voyager, and who knows, maybe there'll be a new horizon.
Hard to say. It's season 2.
Season 2, it's not Season 1. It's always good.
True.
Unless you're Next Gen, which Season 2 is
Oopsie.
modern improvement.
Vastly superior.
Not,
Is that too strong?
not,
Okay.
not vastly.
Mildly superior.
But I'm going to say goodbye, guys. You do as well.
All right, see ya.
Take it easy.